Good to have you, PS. The year 2024 started on a very good note as the country hosted two big international conferences, NAM and the G77 plus China Summit. What has been the impact of these conferences?
As you know, government invested in the Commonwealth Resort Munyonyo to build state-of-the-art conference facilities, and one of the biggest conference facilities that we've had in the country. And since that time, we've hosted several other conferences, not as Ministry of Tourism, but the different MDAs. And now we no longer have an excuse, because several times we would bid for conferences, but because of lack of those kind of facilities, we would lose out. So now we have a chance and the opportunity to bid for these big conferences and host everything within one good location.
During the first half of the year 2024, the sector is reported to have experienced a significant boom with about 26% increase in the tourist arrivals. What are some of the factors that have contributed to this?
So the Tourism Development Program, which is headed by the Ministry of Tourism, has many other members. And I can tell you that as a program, we have seen significant efforts by government. And I will give an example. Under the Ministry of Works and Transport, we have seen the capacity of Entebbe Airport increase. It's now really one of the best airports, I would say. We've seen a number of tourism roads being renovated or being built. We have also put on the market a few other products as government, but under the different programs, so roads, other infrastructure, the private sector as well. I think after COVID, part of the recovery we have seen is that they have put up either new facilities or renovated and refurbished the old ones. So there is a lot of we are seeing the numbers grow.
In terms of marketing destination Uganda, how much has been done this year?
Number one, we really emphasized domestic tourism, because after COVID, we learned a lesson, and we've talked about this several times. I'm sure you have seen the campaigns that we have done this year. We have big days that we celebrate as a ministry. The World Tourism Day, the Wildlife Day, the Museum Day. But this year, we made them bigger as a way of promoting domestic tourism. So we would combine them with the Explore campaign. But more importantly, and I think something that we really need to emphasize, is that for the first time in the history of Uganda, government has supported our foreign missions with funding to promote Destination Uganda.
I know over the years the sector that is bringing in the most foreign exchange is receiving meager resources. What are the plans to ensure that government allocates more money to this particular industry?
I can tell you that up to now, government is allocating about 26% of what we should be getting under the NDP, the National Development Plan. However, like our president always reminds us, we have to prioritize. So what's the best we can do within the available resources? Number one, we have increased our collection of non-tax revenue. Just last year, we were able to collect over 153 billion shillings, which we were not even collecting before COVID.
We actually know that about 60% of the wildlife is outside the protected areas. What plans do you have to ensure that these are equally protected and also the communities on whose land they are benefit?
Because the best way, from what we have realized, is not just the electric fences and the trenches, but engaging the communities and raising their awareness to understand the importance of actually protecting these animals. So it's more about engaging, awareness raising, sensitization, but where there is a problem, coming to compensate.
What have been the hits and misses or challenges and successes in the year 2024?
You need to go and see what we are doing at the source of the Nile. For so many years, we've been singing about the source of the Nile, but now we are doing very impressive infrastructure there. We are doing a modern pier which can I think, accommodate 20 boats. We are doing a viewing bridge. We are doing several things that can bring in numbers. We've redone our schools, the school in Jinja and the school in Kasese. Under the World Bank funded SEDE project, we have built a new school completely. So we've done a lot. I can't say it all, but I just highlighted those. But the challenges, you have already talked about one of them. Human-wildlife conflict continues to be a major challenge for us. We have to continue addressing it. The other one you've talked about already, underfunding for the sector. Again, we continue to grapple with that, but we will continue to do with the little that we have. And we have seen the budgets grow, I must actually say that.
Just finally, as we cross into the year 2025, what are the prospects in the new year?
Tourism development program has been given the biggest challenge because we are supposed to grow, for us, like 25-fold. So we hope that by end of 2025, we will have hit the 1.6 million tourism arrivals from the 1.5 we had before COVID. And we want to grow the foreign exchange earnings to about $4 million from 1.2. So it's a big task, but from what we're seeing, we can forecast that we may hit the targets.
That's the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Tourism, Wildlife and Antiquities, Doreen Katusiime. I'm Benjamin Jumbe, NTV.